Hey everyone, Kris from the Brothers Take here, about to go and check out the new Linkin Park album From Zero at a fan listening event. I'm really excited to hear it ahead of its scheduled release, and I'll give you all my thoughts on the album after the listening event. Hey everyone, just back from the From Zero listening event. Apologies about the lighting, it's nighttime now, and I didn't want to wait till I got all the way home because I wanted to give my thoughts on this while it's still fresh. First of all, the event itself was really cool. It's so great to listen to music with fans and to be discussing it with the fans. Everyone was really vibing, really enjoying it. There was merch that they gave everyone. We were able to get photos and take videos during and stuff like that. And then also it was down at a bar so people could get drinks, and they got pizza for everyone. So it was a really cool event, and really cool to hear the album for the first time in this way, especially because the sound system was really good. So it was a great way to hear From Zero for the first time. But enough about that. What did I think of the album? Man, this album rocks. I can't wait to hear it. We got to listen to it twice, and the first time you're just trying to take everything in, and then the second time I was trying to pick up on all the little nuances. But I still, I immediately want to hear it again now. This album has every era, or touches on every era of Linkin Park to date. That is to say, and you've probably heard elements of that already in the first 3 singles that were put out. But, if you're a fan of the early days Hybrid Theory Meteora stuff, there's elements of that. If you're a fan of the Minutes to Midnight, 1,000 Suns kind of era, there's elements of that. And if you're a fan of some of the later stuff like The Hunting Party, or even One More Light, there's elements of that. And I would even say there's elements of Mike Shinoda's solo work, like his Post-Traumatic album. There is elements of that in these songs as well. Every single song felt like it could be a single in one way or another in terms of Linkin Park's discography, and every single song, or certainly most of them, were they could play that live, they could play that live. But the challenge will be, if you start adding all these to the set list, what do you take off what is already an incredibly impressive set list that Linkin Park have live so far? My criticism of the album is that it's too short. I just want more. I think it could do with 2 more songs, and on 1 or 2 of the songs I felt like they could have stretched it out just a little bit longer. They could have played around with it a little bit longer. Production wise, the mix and everything sounded incredible. A lot of people are probably wondering about the new vocalist. I mean, everyone has probably heard her so far on the first few songs, but how does she fare on the rest of the album? You get a lot of variety with Emily, in terms of her range, what she could do with her voice, screaming vocals, singing vocals, high-pitched vocals. You get a lot of range with Emily. You also get a lot of range with Mike. He's doing a lot of stuff with his voice. He's doing some new stuff with his voice. He's doing some different styles of rap, some emotional rap, some angry rap. So you get a lot of that. The bass sounds fantastic. The guitar work is there, and it's heavy again in places. The drum work by Colin is fantastic throughout. And it is really nice to hear Mr. Hahn again. And I don't want to give too much away, but his presence is known on this album. I had an absolute blast listening to it, especially with fans. Everyone was really digging it. There was a couple of songs that I think were standouts for the whole crowd. Obviously, Heavy as the Crown is a huge song for people, and so is The Emptiness Machine, that people knew already. People were singing along with those. But Two-Faced got a big reaction from the room. Casualty got a big reaction from the room. I think that has been debuted live, but I made sure not to. I wanted to hear it here first. And there's another one. I know that the name is like an acronym, was it IGHE? I can't remember the exact acronym, but there's one of the song titles in the track list that's like an acronym, and that one got big reactions in the room as well. They were all big highlights as well. I really liked all the songs, but one that really stood out to me was a song called Overflow. I really liked that song, and yeah, I won't say anything about it. I'm curious. I think that one on the album is going to be one of the ones that some people will love and some people will hate, but I really, really liked it. But yeah, this is a kind of, in some ways, it's like a back to basics Linkin Park album. It's sort of a mission statement of we're back and we can do it even with this new lineup. And it absolutely fits in with their discography. Like, these songs will, you know, if you hit shuffle now on Linkin Park and you get these songs in the mix, they will absolutely fit in. It makes total sense what Mike Shinoda was talking about when he said it sounds like a Linkin Park album. It absolutely does. And I think people are gonna, there's a couple of the songs in particular I just think people are going to love and are going to feel like, wow, we're back kind of a way, you know? But yeah, look, I don't want to give too much away. The album comes out Friday. So we'll all be hearing it soon anyway. And the reason I don't want to give too much away is I don't want to get people's hopes up on any particular song. I want people to get the same kind of surprises I got going in, because I just had no idea what to expect from this. But I will say that they have absolutely touched on every single era that they've done so far, and I just wish it was a little bit longer. 2 more songs would have done it for me. But yeah, that's my review of Linkin Park's From Zero. Can't wait for everyone else to hear it. Can't wait for us all to be talking about it. We will be doing a track-by-track review, deep dive review in our next podcast episode coming out next week. It'll be out on YouTube and audio platforms. So if you enjoy this, but if you want to hear more and you want to hear discussion between me and my brothers talking about the new album, going in depth on each individual song, then make sure you are following our podcast. Make sure you're subscribed on YouTube. Make sure you click the notification bell, all that stuff, to make sure that you can check out that episode when it's out. And if you are one of the people in the world that has already heard this album, jump down in the comments, let me know what did you think of the album as a whole, and what were your favorite songs? Top three from the album. That's what I want to know. Thanks so much for checking out this review. Apologies again about the quality, but I just really wanted to record this to get the thoughts out as quick as possible, and can't wait for everyone else to hear the album. Okay, see you soon.